Hi, I'm Chris Luck, founder of Alphapreneur.com, the social network for entrepreneurs. And on today's live stream, what I'm going to do is do what I do every Friday, and it's called Free Coaching Friday. Now, Free Coaching Friday is if you are on the live stream live, the live chat is enabled, and I just answer questions from the audience. And for most of the people that show up on the live streams are entrepreneurs. So there's a lot of really fun Q&A that goes on. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel and you just stumbled across this video or this live stream, if you're here live, make sure that you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Just subscribe and then choose to get all notifications. So that way, whenever I do go live, you won't miss out. And as far as going live, I always go live Monday through Friday, every day of the week. And we are on week 7 right now, which is crazy because it feels like just yesterday is when I started doing this. The only time during the week that I won't be on the live stream is if there is like a national holiday. So there's Memorial Day coming up. So I'm not going to be around on Monday because it's a holiday. But other than that, then I'm here Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central. So subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, because the live streams are a lot of fun when you're here live because the live chat's enabled and we can have a lot of back and forth. And I just like to engage with the audience. So really today's agenda is simple. It's live Q&A. Usually whenever I have an agenda for these live streams, I mean, this screen you see right now is full of stuff. But Friday, it's more laid back, and it's anyone that shows up live, you get to kind of control where this session is going to go. So I have no idea what questions are going to come in. I haven't gathered questions ahead of time or anything like this. So it's really interesting because I have no idea where this live stream is going to head. So let me jump over. I've got this cool new like live Q&A screen that I have here for all of you. So now that we are officially on the live Q&A screen, let me go ahead and just go and find the questions in the chat. So here I'm gonna actually try to move these two to where they kind of show up kind of in their own area here above up here above the monitor. So the first question is from Marvin, and Marvin said, who was on the recording? So what Marvin's referring to is that on the live streams, I actually show up about 20 minutes early, and I share a lot of really cool videos and motivational talks and speeches, and I do some over-the-shoulder work where you can watch me do some things on my computer before the live stream. But all of that is trimmed out. So if you're watching the recording of this right now, of this live stream, you didn't get to see all of that because that's only a gift for those that show up live and early. So Marvin, who was on that recording? I will actually find that out, and then I will post that inside of Alphapreneur. And Marvin's referring to one of the videos that I played before the live stream actually officially went live. I'm going to find that out, and I'll put that in the members area of Alphapreneur inside the social network. I just need to find out from my video guy. I don't have it like on hand off the top of my head. So I'll find that out, and I'll actually share that. And Chuck says, new to the group, Chris offers all the latest ways to grow your business. Thank you so much, Chuck. I appreciate that. And yeah, and I do my best to share. I do my best to answer as many questions as I can and to answer questions. The thing is, and if you're new to this and you're wondering, well, like, who is Chris? Again, I'm the founder of Alphapreneur, which is the world's first and only social network for entrepreneurs. And I've actually been an entrepreneur myself for 21 years. And I started in 1999, in the summer of 1999 in August, and I've been doing it ever since. So I've been through a lot, and I've gathered a lot of tips and tricks and strategies and secrets and all kinds of things along the way. And then now I just like to help other entrepreneurs become successful and not have to go through all of the trial and error that I had to go through. So that's the kind of the reason for these free coaching Fridays. The Wild Homesteader question. So the Wild Homesteader says, what is the quickest, most affordable way to market? I'm struggling finding the best marketing mentor. Maybe it's Alphapreneur, wink face. Which, by the way, I love emojis. Who do you recommend for massive results? I'm ready to work. So first off, the Wild Homesteader, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of answers in the live chat on where the best place to start is and maybe who to follow or what to do. But I'll tell you right now, if you're just wanting to market assuming maybe you're just wanting to like make money, maybe you just need to make like an extra income. Maybe you were furloughed, maybe you were laid off, maybe you just want to have more money coming in so you can really afford to really live the life that you really want to live. The best way to get started is how I got started 21 years ago, when I wanted to make some extra money, and I was a broke college student, and there was all these options that I could do. I could go get a real job. I could, or a job, just over broke, as I like to refer to it as, and be told, by a boss what you need to do to make their business better and put more money in their bank. That's one thing you could do. The other thing is you could create your own product or your own service. You could have a course, you could have a membership site, you could have your own software program. You could do drop shipping. You could do Shopify. You could do Amazon. But the thing is, with all of that stuff I just mentioned, is that when you have your own product and your own service, or anything that you're trying to sell, whether it be physical or digital, there is a lot of problems and things and obstacles that are going to come your way, whether you like it or not. It just comes with the nature of the business. And what I mean by that is that if it's a physical product, you have to worry about inventory. You got to worry about shipping. You got to worry about customs. You got to worry about customer service. You got to worry about refunds. You got to worry about chargebacks. You got to worry about payment processing. You got to worry about all of that stuff. Quality control. If you're doing apparel or anything like that, you got to worry about sizes. You got to worry about all of that. So I don't recommend that, and I've been down that road. So that is not the quickest, most affordable way to really start a business. If you want to do digital products, because you probably don't want to deal with any of the stuff I just mentioned, well, digital products, you got to worry about payment processing. You got to worry about refunds. You got to worry about chargebacks. You got to worry about customer service. You got to worry about hosting. You got to worry about branding. You got to worry about really becoming a name in the industry and like cutting through all the clutter, and then all that stuff. So, that is also not the quickest, most affordable way to market or to build a business. These are all you can build great businesses, obviously, doing those. People do, but to answer your question, that's not what I'd recommend. So what I would actually recommend is, again, what I did when I got started back in the summer of 1999 was affiliate marketing. And the essence of what that is you go find a product or service that you believe in, that you like, that you think is like on the rise, not a product or service that's already like established in the market and is like the what I like to call like category king, like the king of the hill in their category. Don't find a product like that and then become an affiliate to promote it, because it's already been they are the number one in the industry, because they've got their affiliates already. They've already just completely tapped out the market and then flooded it, everyone's news feeds and everything. So if you jump into a product that's been around for a long time and you're trying to promote it as an affiliate, it's going to be hard to get sales because people have probably already seen it already. So the trick with being an affiliate and to really make the most amount of money the quickest way possible is to find a product that's like trending, that's still kind of new, that hasn't hit like just a mass scale yet, and that you believe in, because then the reason why you need to believe in it is because then when you want to go out there and promote it and market it as an affiliate, I would recommend doing that on social media. First of all, out of all the mediums that you could go on to promote, start on social media, because then on social media, you can be honest. You could record videos. You could review the product. You could basically let your start off by letting your friends, your family, your coworkers, people that are following you on social media, even if you have 10 followers, that's 10 people that, will listen to what you have to say, and then let them know about this new cool thing that you just found online and why you think it's cool and why you're excited about it. And if you bought it, then you let them know that you bought it. And if they buy it too, then you can talk about it together. Like you tell someone a story about a product that you found, and then let them know why they might be interested in it. And if they buy what you just bought, then you can talk about it together. So that's kind of that's a very dumbed down, like simple way to get started with affiliate marketing, but that is the quickest, most affordable way to market, because you don't have to spend money, and you just find a product you believe in, a product that most people don't know about, because then you're like this, I don't know the best name for it, but you're like someone that just gave them this new cool idea or a new cool thing that you just found, and they're going to thank you for it. So it's really, really cool. So hopefully that kind of helps your journey there. And hopefully I understood your question properly. Thomas says, when is the challenge starting and how long will it last? So what Thomas is referring to is I was talking off the record before we actually went live, which if you're watching the replay, it's all trimmed out, so you can't like go back and hear it. But I am actually going to do a challenge for Alphapreneur, which again is the world's first and only social network for entrepreneurs that I'm the founder of. And I'm going to do a challenge for free for members of Alphapreneur inside of Alphapreneur. And it's going to be probably, I was doing a little survey asking if people wanted a 14, a 21, or a 30-day challenge. And it was kind of back and forth between 14 and 21 was the most common. So I haven't decided if it's going to be 14 or 21 days. We'll figure it out here in a few days inside of Alphapreneur. But when the challenge is going to start, I would say not next week, because I need to plan out what every day is going to be, what I'm going to teach, what I'm going to give you for things that you can use to share. So it'll take me about a week of planning. So the week after next week, which is when is that? So next week is the 25th. So I would say like the week of June 1st is the first week in June is probably when the challenge will start. And because that is top of mind for me, I've had a lot of people asking for more training to be an ambassador for Alphapreneur. And then to be an ambassador for Alphapreneur, that is my way of like, it's to be an affiliate. What I just mentioned, what about doing affiliate marketing, the ambassador program for Alphapreneur is like an affiliate program, because I pay 50% lifetime recurring commissions for anyone you refer to Alphapreneur. And then, but the reason I call it an ambassador, not an affiliate, because affiliates are people that just get a lot of links and products and then just share them with the world, and then that's it, and then they're done. Whereas I believe an ambassador really like believes in the product. They live the product. They own the product. They want to, spread the word about the product, because they're an ambassador of a product. So that's why I call it the ambassador program. So Thomas, the challenge will be starting. My goal is the first week in June is when I would start it. It'll be inside of Alphapreneur, and it'll either be 14 days or 21 days, and it won't cost you anything. Carlton says, I really like that screen. That's awesome. I'm starting to feel comfortable with these live streams. So I'm starting to geek out with like, what are some other cool things that I can do with the live streams to make them more fun for all of you. So yeah, the screen is the first thing that's easiest to mess around with. Terry says, you are in the right place. The Wild Homesteader, everything is clear and actionable right away. You'll definitely find what you need, and hearing so much more. Welcome. Thank you, Terry, for saying that. Michelle, question, Chris, how many Clickbank accounts do you have? I have three. I have three Clickbank accounts right now. I have a personal account that I started like forever ago, like in '99. I've had it forever. Then I have an account for a health product, a health membership site that I started. And then I have an account for Alphapreneur. RCW says, was one Jim Carrey? He's referring to a video that I mentioned, or that I shared with people that were here live early. I don't know who those voices were, but I will find out, and I will share those inside of Alphapreneur. David Polson says, thank you, Chris, for moving the chat to the right side again. Now we can see you in the chat at the same time. That's awesome. I don't know. I didn't actually move the chat around though. If maybe this layout and the screen that I'm doing. If you're viewing on mobile, maybe you can see the chat and me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure like how these live streams look for people when you're viewing on mobile or you're viewing on a tablet. Maybe David's referring to like the way that my layout was when I go into here. Let me show you. When I go into this layout, maybe the chat like goes over my face, whereas like this layout, the chat doesn't. So I'm not sure about that. The Wild Homesteader says, I have a course that can really affect people in a huge way. I want to make money, but yes, I want to make a huge impact. So if you already have a course, then if you're referring to like what's maybe the best way to market your course, it would obviously be on social media. And if what I would do if I did not have my own social network, which is Alphapreneur, I would actually create like a Facebook group that is not like your course name, but is indirectly related to people that you would want to attract for your course. So if for instance, your course is about, maybe it's called Homesteading Secrets, then I would have a Facebook group that is related to homesteading and home, I don't know, homesteaders, I don't know, we are homesteaders or something like that, like the name of the Facebook group. And then I would try to run ads and get people into your Facebook group about homesteading, where they can talk about homesteading. And then you can simply just go ahead and recommend your Homesteading Secrets course every once in a while inside of your Facebook group. So yeah, it says, yep, I have a course. So that's awesome. Hopefully I led you in the right direction there. Carlton says, question 1, what social media gives you the best response? Question 2, do you have success on LinkedIn? I have more social connections on this media than others. If you're referring to Alphapreneur and like what gives me the best response for Alphapreneur, honestly, I'm just getting started myself with sharing, because I started doing these live streams every day, and I didn't know how long I would be doing them. I didn't know if it was going to be a thing I would burn out on. I didn't know if people would show up. I didn't know if people would like them or not like them. So I didn't know anything about where this was going to go. So I did not share any of these things on social media or anything yet until a few days ago. So I'm still throwing a lot of lines in the water myself to figure out I have a feeling it's either going to be Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn are going to be one of those three is going to be like the best response and the most success for getting people to see a live stream and then going into Alphapreneur. It's going to be one of those three, and then I'm actually going to do a lot of really cool things inside the Ambassador Challenge, the 14 or 21 day challenge I'm going to start in June for everybody inside of Alphapreneur. And then, so we're all going to be doing this stuff together, and we'll figure all that stuff out together. Chuck says, so much value in Alphapreneur, so much value for the price to join. Best money I've spent in years. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chuck. And we're just getting started. Cause like the challenge, for instance, I know a lot of people that, and I just see, out there on social media, people that run challenges, they charge for them. They charge anywhere from $100 to $300, $500 I've seen for a challenge. So if you think the value right now is good in Alphapreneur, anything new that I come up with that I want to do, I'm not going to charge for it. I'm just going to keep putting them, all the new stuff that I do inside of Alphapreneur. So this Ambassador Challenge, I guarantee it'll be the best training you will ever see on affiliate marketing, because I've been doing affiliate marketing for 21 years. I don't know anyone else that has been doing affiliate marketing for as long as I have. And I'm connected with a lot of top people in this industry and top entrepreneurs. So I know when I do my training on affiliate marketing, it is going to be the best out there, hands down, but I'm not going to charge for it. I'm just going to put it inside of Alphapreneur. And so the value is only going to keep compounding, month over month, Chuck. So thank you for that comment. Dave says, will you be able to give us good tips on how to make the best out of Clickbank as an affiliate? Yeah, so the Ambassador Challenge that I will be doing inside of Alphapreneur, that is, so Alphapreneur, I use Clickbank as my payment processor. The reason I use Clickbank for my payment processor for Alphapreneur is because if you want to, Alphapreneur is, it's a monthly recurring membership, right? And it's paid. So if you want to promote Alphapreneur, then you can sign up to Clickbank as well as an affiliate. And then you can get a link to then share any of my stuff that I give you to share on Alphapreneur. And then if anyone signs up, since Clickbank is the payment processor, I got to pay them a little more in fees and fees. But on the flip side of that, then anytime, let's say you referred like 1,000 people to Alphapreneur over the course of, 21 days. Well, those 1,000 people, there's going to be people that stick around. There's going to be people that drop off. Well, instead of you having to rely on and hoping that I have my accounting in place and that you don't have to be knocking on my door saying, Chris, when are you going to pay me for the people I sent you? Clickbank handles all that automatically. So I pay a lot of fees to Clickbank to make sure that, when the people you refer to me, they actually, rebill and all that kind of stuff, you get paid out automatically. It goes to you, half goes to you and half goes to me, because in my ambassador program, I pay out 50% lifetime recurring commissions to anyone that you would refer to me, and Clickbank handles all of that. So to your question, will you give us good tips on how to make the best out of Clickbank? The ambassador training and the ambassador challenge I'm going to do for you inside of Alphapreneur, that is all stuff that since Alphapreneur is on Clickbank, it's essentially going to be you can look at that as like a Clickbank affiliate training program as well. So the stuff you'll learn, even if you don't want to promote Alphapreneur, that's fine. You can go through the challenge and know and see all the cool ways that you can promote. And then you can take that and do that with any product on Clickbank. Amy says, I bought your swipe file program way back when. Man, that's a blast from the past. That was actually, just to tell everybody a cool little story, I had on my journey as an entrepreneur, I have collected so many swipe files, like terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of swipe files, to where when I see someone has a really successful product, or they're doing a really successful campaign or a marketing campaign, or they have an amazing sales page or an amazing video sales letter or an incredible webinar or something like that, I download everything. I save everything, I screenshot everything, and then I organize it all into folders. And my Dropbox, I'm paying a ridiculous amount of money per month for the Dropbox account that I have, because of all the swipe files I have. So, because collecting files like that for 21 years adds up. So a while back, I had this idea for a membership site called Swipe Vault, and the idea was it was going to be a community where you could log in, and it was a community you can log into, and then you could upload swipe files, and then it would organize everyone's swipe files. So swipe files are awesome to look at, because then when you want to create a Facebook ad, it's nice to go look at hundreds of other successful Facebook ads that will give you ideas on like graphics, and then headlines and descriptions and call to action buttons and all that kind of stuff. Same with sales pages and everything. So when I created Swipe Vault, I started uploading like all of my swipe files, like just dumping everything into this community for people to consume and download. But then, and the whole idea was everyone else was supposed to contribute as well, but nobody was contributing. Like everyone was signing up to download my swipe files, but it defeated the whole purpose of Swipe Vault. The Swipe Vault was to have a community and a collection of people uploading things. So I ended up killing the program. But Amy, thank you for investing in it way back then. And that you're still here around today. And just so you know too, it is on my I have such a long to-do list of things that I want to add to Alphapreneur that are not in there right now. And one of the things is a section dedicated to just swipe files, and I'm going to call that section Swipe Vault, because it's kind of like a nostalgic thing for the community that I built way back when. But it's going to be inside of Alphapreneur, and the community in Alphapreneur is unbelievable. Like, there are so many entrepreneurs that are just so giving, so helpful, so positive. I know that if I turned on a section for swipe files, and I start uploading my swipe files again, that I guarantee that there's going to be a lot of other people that will hopefully contribute as well. And then even if they don't, that's fine. I'll still keep uploading mine, just because I know it's going to help out and benefit everybody inside of Alphapreneur. So anyway, that's kind of cool. The Wild Homesteader says, I have everything all set up. I just need to market. So she is referring to the course that she said she had. So that's awesome. Hopefully, I would just recommend going with social media as far as promoting it, and then specifically creating like a Facebook group related to homesteading, and then see where that takes you. Terry says, I want to turn a book into a course. That is a really smart thing to do. If you want to turn a book into a course, it's real simple. All you have to do, since you have a book, you have chapters in the book, right? So you would just create a course where you would have chapters be modules inside of the course. And the easiest platform to turn a book into a course that you could go to is called Teachable. So I would recommend go check out Teachable. Here, let me share my screen. So I'm on the live Q&A screen. So let me share this. Okay, so I'm just going to share my browser for a second. So if you go to teachable.com, this is going to be the best way. If you want to turn a book into a course, this is what I would recommend using. There's others out there like Kajabi and all that kind of stuff, which I've used for years for other things. But with Teachable, I'm trying to find where you can just take a look at existing like examples, explore courses, and then let's go ahead and just let's say category design. I love design. So let's say you had a book called Let's Paint. Well, instead of selling that book, you could actually take that book and break it into a modulated course where if I scroll down here, you can see where it's like week 1, this. It's the exact format of what you would have in a book, but you're breaking it out into a modulated course, and then you can sell it for, whatever you'd like to sell it for. So I would recommend Teachable for that. If you wanted to, turn books into courses. Mark says, do you have suggestions for teaching young children about becoming an entrepreneur, like programs, tutorials, etc.? I do not. I wish that stuff existed out there. I have not created anything to teach children about entrepreneurship. If anyone finds anybody that does do that specifically, that would be incredible. And please let me know, because I have two daughters that are 7 and 9, and they are always like, I'm very, very, very lucky guy to have them like really get into what I'm doing. Like they're always asking me questions about like, how's Alphapreneur doing? And like, what are you doing today to get more people into your network? Like they're asking, because they hear me talk about this stuff all the time. And I swear, like right now, they're probably outside my door right now with their ears, to my door, just like listening to what I say. And it's like, I want to teach them, but I don't know how to distill what I do and how to teach down to like just a simple science for kids, and like, because of the learning patterns that they're on and all of that. So I don't know. But if you know of anyone, or if anyone in the live chat knows of anybody that specifically teaches for children about entrepreneurship, I would love to know, to be able to look into that myself. New video says, is affiliate business the best business to start? Thank you, Chris, for helping people, the beginner and the experience. Yeah. So if you're just getting started online, you do want to go down the rabbit hole of affiliate marketing and go all in on affiliate marketing. Now, I recommend not buying a course on affiliate marketing, just because there is a lot of courses out there. If you start YouTubing affiliate marketing, how to do affiliate marketing, you have all of these flashy people that are renting like Lamborghinis and Ferraris for the day. They might live in like, I don't know, like Paducah, Kentucky, but they might spend a weekend and go to Malibu, and they might Airbnb like a $25 million mansion on the beach. And I know people, I'm not going to say names, but I actually do know people that do this. They will like Airbnb like a $25 million mansion like on the cliff in Malibu, and then they will make like a week getaway from Paducah, Kentucky, and then go to Malibu. And then they hire a local on Craigslist. They'll hire like a local person that does videography work, and then so it's like a film crew, which is usually like a guy or like two guys with good film equipment, to meet him at this Malibu mansion. And then they will get on, what is it, Turo, I think, is an app that you can use where you can like rent cars for a day, like not from like a rental car company, but actually people that own like nice cars. If they're not driving them all the time, they can rent them out on this app called Turo. And they actually, again, I know people that do this, that sell courses about affiliate marketing. And they, on an app on Turo, they'll rent like a Rolls Royce like for 2 days. And then they have the videographer meet them at their Malibu mansion for 2 days. And then the Malibu mansion, when you're Airbnb-ing, it's all fully furnished, so it looks like your house. So an office is there, like everything is there. And then they do these videos and put them up on YouTube talking about how to be an affiliate marketer so you can live like this. And it's just like, I mean, there are so many smoke and mirrors out there for people that are trying to cheat you into getting you to buy a course. It makes me want to throw up, which is why I teach everything now for free, because I want to completely like disrupt all those people. And unfortunately, I have a lot of friends that do that kind of stuff. And, but it doesn't bother me that I'm doing what I do, because I know that, that people should not be, scammed like that. So be really careful when you're looking for affiliate marketing related stuff or anything. If you're trying to learn anything, if you find a free video out there and then they're asking you to register for a webinar, because they have a free webinar, or if they're smart, they're smart, they won't even say webinar. They'll say a free live workshop or a free workshop, because then it sounds like not salesy at all. But then they'll teach some stuff on the workshop and then show you their mansion and their car and all the stuff that they like rented. And then they'll say, okay, buy this course. It's only this much right now, and you can only get for this price during this time period. And it's like, I mean, it's hard. It's bad. And so what I would recommend if you're wanting to get started as an affiliate is to just try to consume as much free information as you can about affiliate marketing. Don't invest in any courses. It's really simple. You just find a product that you like and see if they have an affiliate program. If they do, sign up to become an affiliate, and then just find ways to spread the word about that program. And then you drop your affiliate link wherever you're spreading the word. That is what these $1,000 courses teach you how to do. Like that's all it is. So look into that if you can. Telly says, what advice, or would you advise using PLR articles to write ebooks for publishing to Amazon? I have a lot of PLR sitting on my computer, which I purchased a while ago, and I want to do something with them. I would out of the gate, I would say yes. However, what I don't have experience taking PLR and turning it into Amazon books, but inside of Alphapreneur, there's an individual. Her name is Liz Lawless, and she did a post last week. She won a giveaway that I did, because I read a post that she did in the group that just blew my mind. And it was she's had like 91 best-selling books on Amazon Kindle with clients of hers. And she's a member of Alphapreneur, so you can get in Alphapreneur and look up Liz Lawless and then message her inside of Alphapreneur. And then I would recommend asking her that question, Telly, because then she can not only tell you, but then maybe guide you and help you on what to do and how to do it. Because publishing, both in the sense of like physical book publishing, but also print on demand and then Kindle, like that's a world that I haven't got into yet. But I do know Liz is like an expert at that. So I would reach out to her inside of Alphapreneur, and she can help you out. Quote says, good stuff, Chris. Thank you so much. Michelle says, thanks, Chris. So is there no limit on how many you can open, like Clickbank accounts? No, there is no limit on how many Clickbank accounts you can open. David says, yeah, your layout was stretched out on my screen. Probably me. I have I have 1 foot. I have 1 foot in the tar pit still. How is Pinterest traffic doing? David says, it's good. Let's take a look here. If I take a look at Pinterest, I'm at 1.5 million viewers on Pinterest, and I don't know how many pins I have. Not very many. 18 pins. So getting a lot of attention on Pinterest. As far as like traffic from Pinterest to Alphapreneur and signups, I haven't started tracking any of that stuff yet. The way that I do things, and if for those of you that have known me for a little while, if you haven't picked up on this, you'll pick up on it now, because I'll tell you, is that I don't obsess over stats. I don't even really look at stats. I don't even look at, like, I couldn't tell you like how many people signed up to Alphapreneur today, yesterday, this last week. I don't look at how much money I've made from Alphapreneur, any of that stuff. Because all I do is just create stuff that I feel like is going to help people, and I just spread it as fast as I can all over the internet, and then things happen. That's how I look at things. So for stats and traffic and all that kind of stuff, I find out the more that I help people and the less that because if I'm looking at stats, if I'm looking like how much traffic, what's my conversions from Pinterest, what's my, CTR, what's my CPA, what's all these like metrics that marketers like to track. As soon as I start looking at that, I'm looking at that probably because I'm thinking about numbers, and I'm thinking about numbers because I want to get to a certain number. And then when I've noticed when I used to obsess over that stuff, my life was very hectic, and I was not happy, and I was always stressed. When I wasn't working and I was with my family, I was constantly thinking about work, and I was thinking about the metrics, and I was thinking about the numbers, and how could I make them better? How can I drop my CPC? Why, all that kind of stuff. And it was just like, now I just want to just share as much as I can with as many people as I can, as fast as I can during the short amount of time that, we're all here on this planet together, and then things work out. And then like this, like, I don't know anyone that has posted like 18 pins on Pinterest and has 1.5 million viewers. Like it's crazy. Like it works like to do that. So yeah, so Pinterest is going well as far as, the way that I look at things here. And then for those of you that just kind of want to be a fly on the wall on what I'm doing with Alphapreneur, I recommend just following Alphapreneur on all the networks that you see Alphapreneur on, which I do have an account, I think, on all the social networks, because I'm going to start leveraging all the social networks to get people into my social network, which is Alphapreneur. Because that's my goal, is to pretty much take over the world and get as many entrepreneurs into Alphapreneur as possible, because I know it's going to be the most helpful and the most beneficial thing that they could possibly ever have. So, I'm sorry. I wasn't even sharing my screen. So there you go. So yeah, I'm sorry. I was on Pinterest, and I went to Pinterest and I went to look at my pins to show you. So yeah, sorry. I realized I was just in the Q&A screen. So yeah, that was my answer. So hopefully, I know you're probably looking for a better answer than that. Okay, let me jump back over to my live Q&A screen. And then Lauren said, since you're using Clickbank, do you have to offer a 30-day money-back guarantee? No, when you're using Clickbank, you can set the money-back guarantee to be whatever you want. You can set it to be 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 365 days. I think that's the highest you can go. So it's up to you when you're creating a product on Clickbank, how long you want the guarantee to be. Desi says, can't wait for the Ambassador Challenge. I can't either. I just thought of that before this live stream. I'm like, you know what? Because I'm seeing all these people do these challenges on Facebook. I'm seeing them all pop up in my newsfeed, and I'm like, I want to do a challenge. Like that looks fun. That would be fun for me to like host a challenge to help Alphapreneurs spread the word about Alphapreneur, because I know a lot of Alphapreneurs are spreading the word about Alphapreneur, and they're just and I feel like a challenge in like setting like a starting date and an ending date, like a 14-day challenge or a 21-day challenge, one of those two. Then at the end of every day I show up live and show you some stuff you can do for that day, and then give you an assignment to go off and do something for that day. And then like at the end of the challenge, we see who got the most referrals, and whoever got the most referrals will have a leaderboard, and then I'll give away prizes and cash and all kinds of I might even give away like laptops, like MacBooks and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So the Ambassador, and it's all going to be free inside of Alphapreneur. Just going through looking for the questions. And if you asked a question once, don't ask it again, because I see the chat is like really long, and I scrolled to the top of the chat when I started to ask for you to ask questions. So I'm just going through the questions in the order that they were asked. So please try not to ask them twice. Carlton said, as an ambassador, if I send a media post for live calls to several sites with my Clickbank ID and they view it after the live, do they still save the cookie for tracking? Yeah. So if you, yes. So the way it works here, let me jump over to my screen. Sorry, I wasn't on my screen earlier when I was showing Pinterest. So yeah, the way it works, assuming that I understand your question properly. So as an ambassador for Alphapreneur, you will have what is called a nickname, like a Clickbank nickname is what you would use for Clickbank. And then, sorry, my internet is super slow right now. So I don't know why it's slow. Hopefully I need to check my bandwidth. I forgot. I did not even clear out like a bunch of stuff that I needed to clear out. Or I usually shut down a lot of things like Skype and all that stuff is still open. So hang on a second. Let me close out a bunch of stuff. Okay. Hopefully that helps my bandwidth a little bit. But yeah, so you would go to simply like videos, and then if I'm understanding your question right, Carlton. So let's say you wanted to share. Let's say yesterday's live stream. This was yesterday's live stream. How to get 6,491 leads for 15 cents each. So what you would do, Carlton, is it like if you were sharing this live stream while we were live, and you're sharing it on social media, like, hey everybody, I'm on this live stream. It's crazy. You should come join me. Then what you would do, you would just put $A equals, and then let's say Carlton Dickens, and then you would share that on social media. And then let's say the live stream is over. Well, then you still leave that post out on social media, because if anyone ever clicks and comes to this, whether they come live or they come and, because this was live a couple days ago, but you can come here, hit play, and you can watch the 46-minute live stream like right here. So when people come to this page, they are then cookied for 60 days, which means if they ever join Alphapreneur in 60 days, you're going to get the credit for it. And the credit is you're going to get $44 a month for the lifetime of anyone that you would ever send to any page on Alphapreneur through your link that ends up joining. And now keep in mind why you're sending people here and you're not sending people to YouTube or anything like that is because the reason when you send people here, I'm pixeling them and cooking them, like with Alphapreneur. So when I run ads on Facebook and I run ads on Google and I run ads on Pinterest and I have ad sets where I'm going to be running ads to people that have been on a previous page on Alphapreneur before. So I'm essentially running ads to people you sent to Alphapreneur, and then if they ever join, you're going to get the credit for it. So hopefully that's a really like simple way of hopefully understanding it. I tried to make it as simple as possible. It looks simple from the way that I shared it, but there's so much going on behind the scenes with what my developers had to do with like cookies and all kinds of stuff like that. I see some people saying, Amy says, warning guys, Swipe Vault will be gold because from what I told you earlier about Swipe Vault and the community that I created, but then I killed it and shut it down because no one was contributing. And I was like, man, this isn't going the way I wanted it. And if something doesn't go the way that I want it, I don't obsess over it. I just kill it and then move on to the next thing. By the way, Alphapreneur is going way beyond what I ever thought it was going to do. So Alphapreneur is never going to be killed. So like how I shut down other businesses and pause other businesses to go all in on Alphapreneur, it's because Alphapreneur is performing way beyond what I ever expected. So yeah, with Alphapreneur, so Swipe Vault, when I add a Swipe Vault section inside of Alphapreneur, Amy was a customer of mine when I had Swipe Vault. And so she's just validating you're in for a treat, and it's not going to be, I'm not going to charge. That'll be another free addition to Alphapreneur. I'm not going to charge any addition to that. Looks like there's a lot of chat going back and forth with you, all of you in chat. So thank you so much for just being really active in the chat. I'm just scrolling through now, past all the chats that you're having I'm looking for the cues. Julio, which by the way, Julio, if you're new here, let me know if you're new because I don't recognize your name. And I always like to give like a warm welcome to people that are new. So Julio says, hi, Chris. For the longest time, I've been struggling to determine what type of business and what industry. I enjoy so many things. That is one of my problems. Don't want it to be like a job. So yeah, here's the thing. So if you are struggling on what type of business and what industry to get into, I like to recommend choosing the business or industry that is trending, that's trending up, that's not trending down. You don't want to go into a business that is like capped out, or like right now, like the keto diet stuff is really hot. It's still really hot, but it's kind of hit a peak and it's kind of plateaued. And when it plateaus, it kind of then starts to drop off because another diet's going to come up out of nowhere. So what I would recommend, Julio, if you have a lot of ideas, and this goes for anybody, if you have a lot of ideas for different businesses or industries to get into, before you start thinking about the idea, think about the industry you're going to go into and think about keywords that are related to what you're about to do. And then that will help you determine and make your decision on where to start. So let me show you what I mean. If I go back to my browser here, so I like to use Google Trends for this. Google.com/trends. So on Google Trends, let's say, Julio, you want to get in, let's say you're thinking about, I don't know, maybe you want to be in the health space. You want to be in the health, I'm just using theoretically, you want to be in the health industry, and maybe you want to do something with essential oils. You love essential oils. You would love to maybe private label your own essential oils. You can't go a day without essential oils. Maybe that's one of the things you want to do. Maybe another thing you want to do, maybe you also really like stuff related to sleep. Maybe you want to formulate your own type of sleep pill, or maybe you are, I don't know, you just love all things related to sleep and relaxation. And then maybe another thing that you are really passionate about is the keto diet, because with the keto diet, you maybe lost a lot of weight. Not saying that you need to lose weight or anything, but you get the idea. So essential oils, sleep, or keto. Maybe those are three things you can't stop thinking about. And you're like, man, I don't even know where to start. Well, this is what I do. So I would go to Google Trends and I would type in maybe keto and then wait for it to populate. And this says keto search term, but let's type in ketogenic. And then I wait for it to pop up where it says topic. Because if you do search term and look at Google Trends, it's only going to show you like it's going to show you a trend. You're about to see a trend line, but it's only going to show you a trend line of that search term. But not everyone out there in the world is typing ketogenic. Enter, then they hit Google search. There's a lot of things that they would be searching for. So you need Google Trends to populate where it says topic. Because then it's going to show you a trend line of all the collection of keywords all related to a topic. So type in, start with a root word like keto and ketogenic, and then wait for it to pop up a topic, and then you click on topic. And then now you're going to see a trend line. Now what I like to do is just look from 2004 to present. And then now it's going to show you a trend line. So you're looking at this and you're thinking, awesome, this is where I'm all in. This is trending up. Yeah, it's had its ups and downs. It's had its peaks. Well, everything has its peaks, but you can see, here towards the end, it's starting to trend back up again. So, and you can even play around with it. Like once you have the trend line, you can do past 5. Hang on. Excuse me. Had a sneeze. So you could do like the past 5 years, or I like to do 2004 to present, because then you just see like over time, is it a new thing? Which you can see it started here around 2015, so kind of new, right? But then it's still trending. So you're thinking this and you're like, oh, good. But to help you with your question, Julio, you have all these other ideas, right? You maybe have all these other industries you want to get into. So your next one might have been essential oils. So again, we're gonna do the same thing. We're not gonna go back to Google Trends. We're just gonna start here and type in. By the way, thanks for all the likes that are coming in. I see the likes every time one of you hit like. It does this little like graphic on my end, and it makes me happy. So thank you. Okay, so I could type in essential oil, and then again, we're looking for a topic. So essential oils. Says fragrance oil. So, okay, doesn't look like it's going to give us a topic. So for here, we're just going to have to, we could choose food, but I'll default to a search term just because we need to see something. And essential oil is not a food. So I think Google got that mixed up. So here you would see essential oil from 2004 to present. It's laying the ketogenic diet on top of essential oils. And it's like, okay. As much as you might love essential oils because you do essential oils all day long and you love essential oils and you think that's the key to everything, it's nowhere near as far as an opportunity as what you could get with keto. So right there, essential oils, mark it off the list. So now let's say, oh, you know what? Let's say you really want to get into affiliate marketing because you just heard affiliate marketing here on this live stream and you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to do affiliate marketing. Well, let's type in affiliate marketing. So we'll type in affiliate marketing, and then here's a topic, which always choose a topic if that's available. And then you're going to see affiliate marketing nowhere near where keto is. Okay, so again, we're judging like kind of how big the market is, because you want to, if you're going to build a business, Julio, and you're struggling to determine what to do, you want to go into a market where there's a lot of action. You want to go where it's trending. You want to go where there's opportunity. You want to make sure it's trending up over the last several years, because then that way you can be in it for a long time. Because where there's more action, it's going to be around for a long time. There's going to be more competitors. That's good, because more competitors gives you more opportunities to quote unquote swipe. To build swipe files from, to do something better. So you want to go into something that is really trending. So, okay, so let's say essential oil and affiliate marketing was not good. Well, let's type in sleep, because maybe you want to have a whole blog about sleep and meditation and calming and anxiety and, things like that. So we're going to do sleep. Look at that. So nobody talks about this. And by the way, I knew this ahead of time. I knew sleep is like crushes everything because I did this Google Trend search not too long ago for myself. Because every time I have new ideas, even though I'm not going to take on any other businesses right now, I still like to play around with looking up search volumes and stuff like that because I'm a nerd. And but look at this. So as much as people think the keto diet is just like, oh, that's where it's at. You know, everyone wants to lose weight. Everyone wants the keto diet. Not only that, but sleep the has not only just been around much longer than keto. I mean, everyone obviously wants to sleep. They want to get more sleep. It's trending up in a huge way beyond keto diet. And it's doing that. I can almost, if I was to guess, it's doing that because there's more technology in our world today. Like there's more things and more blue light and more screens that we're looking at, more screens that our kids are looking at. And people are really, it's messing with everyone's sleep, and they're trying to find more things that they can do to sleep better. So when you're looking at this, you're like, well, hell, it's a winner. Like I'm going all in on sleep. So that's my business. I'm going to go in the sleep market. I'm going to make a sleep blog. I'm going to go get some sleep experts. I'm going to make some sleep pills. I'm going to have some sleep courses. Maybe I'll have a sleep challenge. Like that's where it gets exciting. And then, and you can be rest assured and you can sleep at night knowing that you made the right decision. Okay. So hopefully, Julio, that was helpful because back to Julio's question, he's wondering what type of business and industry. There's a lot of different things out there. He was trying to struggle and determine with what was best. Sue, I like that, Sue. Sue says Alpha Note, which for those who don't know, Alpha Note was something we just came up with on the last live stream, which is instead of Cliff's Notes, we came up with like Alpha Notes, which is like they're like big takeaways of whenever I do a live stream. If there was like I'm gonna come up with a sound effect. I'm gonna geek out on that today. I'm gonna find a sound effect that I can hit. So every time there is something that is like an alpha note, it'll be like a ding or what here. There, that's pretty good. That's not a bad sound effect for alpha notes. Let's hear that again. So that's the alpha. That could be an alpha note sound effect. What's this other one? No, not that one. What about this one? No, that's not it. No, don't laugh at me. No, that's good. So that could be the alpha note. So Sue says, alpha note, beware of affiliate training scammers showing you flashy cars and mansions. That's true. Okay, Sue has a question. Chris, can you paste your posting content with the link up to $A equals into the chat? Can you paste your posting content with the link up into the chat? I'm wondering what you're referring to is like what content you're wanting me to post. I can post something in the chat. Yeah. So if I do alphapreneur.com/ let's go to videos. So I'm just going to post, you know what? I'm going to post something. I'm just going to share here. I need to share my screen again. I forgot. I'm getting too fancy with all my different screens I can share with you. Okay, so let's say you wanted to share 7 ways on how to be successful, like with people on social media. Then it would be the URL, and then you would just put in $A equals, and then $A equals, and then it would be like Sue Doc Ross would be if that's like your Clickbank nickname you set up. So that way you get credit and you get the $44 a month for if anyone ever signs up to Alphapreneur after ever coming to here, and then they ever sign up in the next 60 days, you get credit. So that would be what you would put. So I'm going to copy that, and assuming this is what you wanted, Sue, I'm going to post that in the chat. So that way you can all see it. And here it's up on the screen now too. So you can see that as well. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. So that's, hopefully that's what you wanted. Okay. Sorry, that messed me up in the chat now. I lost my spot. Let me go back up. Okay. Trying to find the questions. Can you show us, Sue says, can you show us how to identify trending ideas? I think I just with what I just did with Google Trends, that's what I like to do. If you want to be a little more specific on that, if you want me to show you something else, like maybe Are maybe, let's say you don't have any ideas. Are you referring to, Sue, like, would you like rephrase a question if you can? And because once I scroll through a chat and I get to where you're answering, I want to make sure that I know what your answer is referring to. Rephrase a question. Let me know, would you like for me to show you how to identify trending ideas? Assuming you don't have an idea and you don't know what to search for, you just kind of want to see what's trending. If you want that, I can absolutely do that. Mackie, so to participate in the challenge in June, will you need to join the Alphapreneur community, paying member, learning? Yes. So because I'm not going to make it free for just the world, because there would be too many people in the challenge and I wouldn't be able to like interact with each and every one of you. So I'm going to, like, any ongoing like stuff I do like that, like the swipe files, any challenges I do, that's all going to be inside of Alphapreneur. And the way it will work is that when you go inside of Alphapreneur, hang on a second. Let me share my screen again. So, hang on. Okay, so when you're inside of Alphapreneur, then there's going to be there will be an item up here right now at the top. It says ambassadors. I'm going to change this and have it say like ambassador challenge, or I might even have a big banner here on the right sidebar that'll always be there. So you'll be one click away to go into the ambassador challenge, and it will be, again, a 14 or 21 day challenge, and it will be free inside of Alphapreneur. So it's not free to the world. Just my YouTube live streams I do right now. That's what I do for free every day. But this will be free to members inside of Alphapreneur. So thanks for that question, because then I was able to be a little more answering that specifically. Julio says, I do need to lose weight, Chris. Yeah, I do too. I think I do too. This COVID-19 thing is no joke, because I can't go to the gym and I cannot work out. Like, I cannot get myself in the mood and in the mindset and like fired up to work out at home. And I don't know what it is. It's like, I think I know what it is. It's because, you've got carpet, let's say you can feel the carpet. So it's kind of squishy and cushy. You're looking around and like, you're not in an environment to work out. And, so yeah, I have to actually step into a gym to be able to work out and get in the mindset to work out. So I haven't been working out forever. So I'm with you, Julio. Need to lose some weight. New video says, inside of Alphapreneur, can you provide a section for creating your own physical products, such as a health supplement, and list in Clickbank? Yeah, I can put down the list. And I can do that, because I've created health supplements. Had a whole health supplement company, and I did an energy drink. So I can do both. I can definitely show you that. I'm going to say, create a course on how to make health. I'm just going to make a course about like health supplements, because physical products can be all over the place, like books. You could have like boxes, like subscription boxes, like that stuff. That's kind of stuff I don't know about, but I do know how to formulate health supplements and how to actually private label health supplements and all that. So, hang on, health supplement course. And yeah, and it'll be a while until that shows up in Alphapreneur, because I've got a lot. What I do is every time I have Alphapreneurs come on live streams and they recommend like, hey, can you add this, or could you do this, or could you teach this? Yes, I'll do yes to all of that, because this is all I do now. Is I am here to serve you and help you become a very successful entrepreneur inside of Alphapreneur. So anything that you want and you need, if I have the capability and the skill to be able to create and give to you what you want, I will do it. So I'm going to always serve you inside of Alphapreneur. So that will be in there for sure. Carlton says, oh crap, Chris just called out one of my niche markets, sleep, LOL. Hey, that sleep market, you saw how big that was. I mean, that is crushing the keto market, and the keto market just completely trumped affiliate marketing and essential oils and all that. So, I mean, sleep is more to go around for everybody. Terry says, this is pure life-changing information. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Terry, for that. Ann says, so great, Chris, on fire. Thank you. This is all things related to sleep when I was showing the Google Trends thing. Because again, I'm just going through the chat like in chronological order. Daily Startup Fix says, hi Chris, is there a way to post in LinkedIn groups if using a company page Just trying to keep my personal account separate as I have a career job. Not that I'm aware of. I don't think you can. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at this together and find out, because I'm not sure. So let's find it out together. So if I go to LinkedIn, and we're going to go find some groups. So I'm going to go into a group that I am a member of. So let's go into Entrepreneurs Network. Entrepreneursnet.net. That's not a good domain name. Come on, guys. Okay, so if I do start a conversation in this group, I cannot choose to post from a business page. I can only post as me, as my personal LinkedIn profile. So unfortunately, the answer is no. You cannot post as a Facebook or a LinkedIn page in a group, posing as the LinkedIn page. So what you could do is just create another LinkedIn profile. If you have one that you're currently using that's your personal account, just create another one and make that just specifically for what you would use for posting and engaging on LinkedIn and like sharing things on LinkedIn. That's what I would do. Sue says, I'm asking for the emojis and the stuff you're posting in the body and the stuff we're recreating. So she was referring to, like, before I went live officially on the record, I was sharing my stuff off the record. Like, I was taking this live stream and everyone that was early to this live stream today, they could see me actually sharing on social media this live stream, so they could see my process of doing that. As far as posting that in the chat, if I post it in the chat, Sue, it's not going to be formatted and look the same way. But here, I'll just show you, just so you can see it. It's real simple. I'll just show you like how I do it. So I always start off by doing an emoji and then a space and then a line. So a line is like, I always like to call out who I know the live stream is going to appeal to. In my case, it's always going to be entrepreneurs, because everything I do is going to cater to the entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs, ... And then I do another emoji that is going to be in relation to the next line. So the next line is going to be a question that I like to ask that is going to be the answer, is really the solution that is going to be the live stream. So today is Free Coaching Friday. So the question I want to ask is, want help growing your business? And I keep it super short. I try to use as few amount of words as possible because it looks best on social media when people are scrolling through their newsfeed. It's less for them to read, so they can make a decision quick. And then I always do an emoji down, hand pointing down, that says, today's Free Coaching Friday is for you. So that's it. Now, if you're wondering, like, how do you get these emojis into a comment? Well, I actually just open up a text file like I have right now, and then I build it like this. So then I can just highlight everything and hit copy. And then I go into wherever I want to share this, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Instagram, or you can't do this on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, things like that. So if you wonder, like, well, how do you get a hand pointing down emoji? Like, that's not on my keyboard. Like where do you get that from? I go to a place called emojicopy.com. It's EMOJICOPY.com. And at Emoji Copy, what you can do is type in, like, what kind of emoji are you looking for? Like, do you want, like, when I did like the hand raised, I would type in hand raise and then no searches. So it's like, okay, maybe type in help. And then there it is. So there's a hand raising emoji. So I can click on that, and then it pops up the emoji down here in the bottom bar, and then you just hit copy, and it says copied. So then I will come back to here, and then that's where I paste it in. And then, so let's say I don't have this hand pointing down yet. I just know the next line is going to say today's free coaching is for you. So then I go back to emojicopy.com. Then I'll type in like hand. And then it's going to show all the hands, right? So then I find the hand pointing down, so that it's like a finger pointing down. And then now notice the bar has the hand in the air and the hand pointing down. Well, I want to remove the hand in the air. So there's just the hand pointing down. I can just hit copy. It copied. So then I come back to my notepad here and I paste it in. So then once I have like how I want the post to look on social media, so I'm just going to highlight all of this. And then I'm going to, here, let me just go to my personal Facebook here. So if you're just on Facebook and you want to like share today, then you can come here and then just right click and hit paste. I don't know why I did paste and match style. I don't know what that means, but you could just do paste, and then it's going to pull in, like the link is actually going to pull in the image and the title and the description. Once it pulls all that in, then I just remove all that. And then when I hit post, which I'll go ahead and leave it. I don't know why I didn't post it on my personal Facebook profile today, but so I would leave it. So then it pulls in the emoji. The emojis might look a little different because the platform that you're on, they have different style of emojis. But still, it's all kind of universal. So if you have a hand raise and a finger pointing down, it all kind of looks the same. Just a little bit different depending on the platform you're on. But that's it. And then as far as how did this image pull in? How did the title pull in? How did the description pull in like that? That's what I do on my end at Alphapreneur. So like if you wanted to share today's free coaching, you would go to alphapreneur.com/videos, click on that, and then when you're here and you have the URL, that is where you would put $A = Sue Doc Ross. And then, sorry, I misspelled that, I think. No, I didn't. But you would just highlight that. And then when you go post it on social media, then God, Tim Hood says like that. Thank you, Tim. So you would post that, and then the URL pulls in the image that I've set up on my end at Alphapreneur. So you don't have to create the image. You don't have to come up with a title. You don't have to come up with a description. All that pulls in, and this whole thing is a clickable link. So if anyone clicks on any of this, then it will take them. Watch, I'll show you. If I click on that, it'll take you directly here. But now they're cookied for 60 days, which means if they ever join Alphapreneur and then you sent them, then you get $44 a month as long as they stay a member of Alphapreneur. So Sue's question was about the emojis, but hopefully that helps you out. Oh, Sue's okay. So for the trending things earlier, she was asking, show us where you go to get ideas on what's trending. So that's a super secret source that I've got. Let me take a sip of water for this one. Okay, so where do I come up with trending ideas? How do you, like, if you want to, maybe you have like a blog or something and you want to blog about something that's trending, or maybe you just want to see what's trending out there in the world. And so you can jump on it, and you can be the first to jump on it before everybody else does. There is a super, super secret source you can go to called, jump back over to my browser. It is called explodingtopics.com. So this would be another alpha note. That worked, right? So explodingtopics.com. So let me go ahead and share this in the chat. There you go. So it's in the chat now, so you can just click on it. Explodingtopics.com. Oh, now I messed the chat up. So I lost where I was at with the questions. Hang on a second. Okay. So explodingtopics.com. So when you come here, it says we surface rapidly growing topics before they take off, which is awesome. That's what we want. So you can look at topics in the last 5 years, the last 1 month, the last 6 months, and this is all free, by the way. And then you can choose categories, whatever category you're in. Maybe you're in business, maybe you're in fashion, maybe you're in pets, whatever category you're in. And then you just do all categories if you just want to see all of the internet. And then it's going to show you like trend lines of what's exploding, like what's really starting to break out. Like right now, like CBD gummies is growing pretty quickly. So you could click on it. Maybe it has something to do with the sleep category. So you can click here and then see it's going to show you, kind of similar to Google Trends, but I think this is way more beautiful, is that you can do like 2016 all the way up to now. It's trending up, that you're looking at the last 5 years. So you can get ideas from explodingtopics.com, and then you could, if you want to take a deeper dive and compare this with maybe you want to do private label supplements, and maybe you were going to do a sleep gummy, but then you just saw, man, CBD, or maybe you didn't know what you were going to do. You just want to do a private label supplement. So you went to health, you went to explodingtopics.com, you went to the health category, and then you saw CBD gummies is like blowing up, and you're like, awesome, I could do some CBD gummies. I can private label those. Well, maybe before you do that, you might want to do your due diligence and see if there's anything else that's a little bit more trending than CBD gummies. So that's where I do my due diligence on Google Trends. So I would go to google.com/trends. And then for here, I would type in CBD gummies. And then for this one, I just choose the search term. So I'm basically going to cross-check what Exploding Topics has with Google Trends. So we're going to do 2004 to present. And sure enough, I mean, it's trending up just like how Exploding Topics was showing us. However, before you go and try to get this private labeled, or you try to get this formulated, or you just become a CBD gummy company, you might want to type in some other ideas for gummies. So what about just sleep gummies? Let's do a search for that. And nowhere close. Sleep gummies is red, CBD gummies is blue. So bad idea. So maybe not sleep gummies. So we're just going to take that off because it wasn't even worth having on the chart. Let's type in melatonin gummies. Melatonin gummies. And then, it's trending up. But check this out, though. If you did not have Exploding Topics, let's remove CBD gummies. Let's say you were like starting a blog, and you were going to start a blog in the sleep space because you saw that was trending up. You saw it was trending up, but which was great, but you saw it was trending up and just crushing any other idea that you had. Well, same with when you're trying to decide on an actual product to create. You don't just put the product name in and you see a trend line and you're like, oh, I'm going to go celebrate. Time to get a beer. Melatonin gummies is trending up. This is the best thing in the world. I'm going to be rich. Like you don't do that. You need to think about some other things that might be the other things that you could create just to do your due diligence and just to make sure that you have the best idea out there. So even though this looks incredible as a trend line, when you type in CBD gummies, as you already saw, it just destroys. It destroys melatonin gummies. So make sure that that's how not just how I use Exploding Topics to find new ideas, but then what I do to cross-check them. And then you can also click on CBD gummies and scroll down, and it's going to show you all these other things. So it's going to say related topics. So it's going to give you more ideas, as if you don't have enough ideas already. Now it's like, oh, I could do a CBD chocolate. I could do CBD pillow. Are you creative? That sounds awesome. Well, what you would do, go back to Google Trends. Let's take off melatonin because that did not win. So now you can't decide. You cannot sleep because you don't know if you're going to do CBD gummies, chocolate, or make a CBD pillow. Like, what the heck is that even? So let's type that in. So let's type in CBD chocolate. And then, okay, that looked cool. That might have got, if you're only looking at Exploding Topics, you're like, oh my gosh, that graph looks insane. That is, that would be way more fun than CBD gummies. Well, it's not. Like when you compare the two, it's not. So what if you type in CBD, what was it, pillow? And then do a search. And that's even worse. So now you can sleep better at night knowing that you're going to go in the sleep market, you're going to formulate your own private label product, and you're going to do CBD gummies because not only is it trending up, but you can be rest assured that it is just crushing everything else out there. So that is how I use Exploding Topics to discover new ideas. And then you can also set up alerts. So you can, and I think that's free as well. Or no, I don't think you can do alerts yet. You can sign up for their newsletter. So you could, I think, go to explodingtopics.com, put in your email address and try it. And then you can try it out. So here you can, so let's say you were in the health space, you could just do health. So now everything you see is just going to be in the health space. So then this will just give you more things to stress out about because this is like more stuff that you could do for businesses. Every one of these trend lines could be a business, which is crazy, 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 crazy. And and then also, this is new. I didn't even notice that. So if a trend was trending, but it already peaked, like we just talked about a little earlier, you can see it. The whole trend line is in red, so that's like a big warning sign. Like don't even click on this graph because keto is already trended. There's a lot of searches, but it already trended, so it peaked. So you want to really get something that's up and coming. Man, spent a lot of time on that one. Hopefully that was helpful though, Sue. Lauren says, I would love to see a training about Zapier. Any chance on getting that scheduled? Why not? Let me add that to the list too. I do know a lot about Zapier. I use Zapier for a lot of things. So I can go ahead and make a Zapier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a Zapier live stream because Zapier doesn't need to have a whole course because it could be showed and talked about and demoed with just one live stream. So I'll dedicate a live stream next week for sure to Zapier because that could actually be helpful for a lot of people because a lot of people don't even know what it is. Most people that know what it is don't even have a clue on what it could really do for you. So let me type in Zapier live stream case study. Okay. And I'm putting in case study too, because the way I like to do these live streams, aside from Free Coaching Friday, is I like to go out and find case studies of people that just absolutely killed it with a technique that I want to teach. Because then instead of me just teaching a technique and be like, okay, here's a technique, now you know how to go build an email list, go have fun. Like I like to find someone that just completely destroyed it in a good way. And then obsess over how they did it, like watch every interview they had, listen to every podcast episode they have, and then take my notes and then write down all my alpha notes about all the things that they've done. And then I put together my live stream. So I will do a Zapier live stream next week for you. But before I do that, I'm going to find a case study of some really cool ways of how people have done it and then break that down. So thank you for asking that question, Lauren. Yes, absolutely. I love it when you bring me ideas for live streams because then that will give me a lot to talk about. Chuck says, only one account on LinkedIn, unfortunately. I want to do that too. Okay, well, so scratch that. And when I said you needed just create more accounts on LinkedIn, apparently you can only have one. So never mind. Werner, can we establish a platform inside Alphapreneur where we rate software for various processes we come across? That's an interesting idea. I'm going to make a note of that and talk to my team about almost like you know what? You don't need that. You don't need that in Alphapreneur because if you're looking for a platform to rate software and compare software, there's a platform that is just unbelievable for doing that. And it's free. So let me just show you the platform. Instead of waiting or having this inside of Alphapreneur, Warner, I'm just going to show you what you can use today that'll help you with that. It is called Capterra. Man, sometimes people always ask me, like, how do you know all this stuff? And it's because I've been doing this for 21 years. Like, I remember all this stuff. So Capterra. So this is unbelievable, Werner, and this could help you out for if you're ever wanting to find a new software platform. So it says find better software now. So first you need to think of a platform that you might want to use. So we'll use an example. I don't know. Yesterday I was talking about Opt-in Monster, so we'll just use Opt-in Monster. So you put in Opt-in Monster, and then you click on products. You find it where it's on here. Then you click on it, and then it's going to break down all the information about Opt-in Monster, like everything you need to know. But then what you can click on is alternatives and comparisons. So you could do alternatives, and immediately it's going to let you know, like, here's what the alternatives are, and then you can view all of the alternatives. But then you can even click on comparisons, and this is where it gets fun. So you could actually say Opt-in Monster. I could click Add to Compare, and then you can compare it with 3 other products. So let's say you want to compare it to these other ones. Actually, these don't really make sense. I'm trying to find Drift. We could compare it to maybe Drift, and yeah, there's no HubSpot. We could. We're just going to hit compare. So then what you can do is, so you can see really quickly, like, okay, what the starting price is across the top. You can see who it's best for. You can see the ideal number of users it's good for. The rating, you can read all the reviews. Like HubSpot Marketing Hub has 4,100 reviews, so you can go read all those reviews. You can see the ease of use. You can look at customer support, features and functionality, value for money, product features. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Screenshots of the software. So this is unbelievable on what you can use, Werner, to really find software for various purposes that you come across. Just go to Capterra and then bookmark this in your browser, and then and just remember the name Capterra, or put it in a folder called like software reviews or something like that, and then you'll be able to come here and then find better software now. Capterra.com. Okay, so next question. Are you going to open up the free trial for alphas again? I do it every once in a while, but it's not planned. And the reason I do it every once in a while is because I open it up for a little bit, but I don't tell anyone. I'm testing. So when I open it up and there are some free trials for people to get in, I wait to see if those people stick around, or are they just getting in and just trying to suck up as much as they can for free and then leave? Because if I have it always free all the time and it's or like always free trial all the time, and then it just gets to be a flood of people signing up that are the wrong type of people, it can really quickly like be a plague or a virus that just like spreads throughout Alphapreneur, because there's just so many tire kickers that are just not taking it serious. So I don't want that to happen. So to protect the community, I'm slowly turning on and off the free trial to just let a few more people in, let a couple more in, and then I turn it off, and then just sit back and like cross my fingers and toes and hope that like it's not going to mess up the community. So far it hasn't. So I'm slowly turning on and off the ability to get a free trial every once in a while until I feel really comfortable about it. And then when I feel comfortable, then I'll turn on. I slowly make the period of time for a free trial a little bit longer and a little bit longer until we see what happens. So that's why. So hopefully that answered your question. Oh yeah, good question. Quote: Where's Magnus? I don't know. Magnus is always here. So I don't know where Magnus is. Question. By the way, how was today's, like, let me ask you for like a rating scale. Like, how was today's free coaching Friday? Because I feel really excited about things that I shared. I shared some really cool things based off of the questions that you had that I would have never thought to share. So thank you for the questions, and thank you for being here live. And let me know on a rating, like, what did you think? Kat O'Connor says, CBD gummies, could you find the company that sells them and maybe they have an affiliate program and make money that way too? Totally. You could do that. All you do is you don't even need me to like walk you through how to do it. You would just go to Google, type in CBD gummies, and just start clicking on like all the people that are running paid ads about CBD gummies. Go to their websites and then scroll to the very bottom of their website and see if they have a link to an affiliate program or anything like that. That's the easiest way to find CBD gummy companies that are worth looking into, is if they're actually running paid traffic to their offer. Their offer is working. Their offer is making them money because they're running paid traffic to their own offer. And then see if they have an affiliate program. That's a great way to start. Mackie, what software and app do you use to make notes and keep track of your ideas? Great question. I use, it's a software called Todoist. Todoist. Let me pull it up so you can see it. Let me share my screen again. So this is it. So Todoist.com. Here, I'll write it in the chat too for it. And Todoist.com. This is an alpha note. You want to write this down. So Todoist.com. Go there, and then this is a really, really cool software that I use. This is what it looks like. So I basically set up folders for, like, I have a folder for Alphapreneur, and then like any ideas that I have or you all have that you bring to me, I put it in the Alphapreneur folder, and then it's I can set due dates. I can color code things based off of all kinds of stuff. And then when you're done, it's so rewarding to like click the button to like check off the to do, and it has this cool animation where it just kind of disappears, and it's like, it feels good to use. I really do like it, and it's I use it. And it syncs to all of your platforms. So it syncs on, like I have the app right now up on my iMac, but I also have the app on my iPhone, my iPad, on all my devices. So then if I add a to-do item right now on my iMac, and then I pull out my phone, they're already there on my phone. So it syncs through the cloud and all that kind of stuff. And it's free. You can use it for free, which is nice. Todoist.com. Oh, I was asking for ratings. So new videos, 10, 10, 10, 10. Thank you. Mackie says, I love the angel heart music. I'll just use that now for every time unless I might play around. I love sound effects. I'll see if I can find a cooler sound effect too. And maybe we'll have a rating for like, what's the best sound effect for like when there's a big write or down or alpha note you need to write down. Magnus says he was going fishing today. Oh, that was it. I'm super jealous because I would love to go fishing too. Limo says, 10, thanks again. We'll enjoy the long weekend. Yeah, definitely enjoy the long weekend. Helena says 10 plus. Thank you so much for the 10. Terry 10, Desi 10, Alexandra 10. Marvin says good, still learning. Thank you so much. 10, always a 10 plus. Chris from Mackie, thank you so much. Super information, easy to understand. You got this. I would love to like have someone take these free coaching Friday sessions and like distill everything down into like notes, like alpha notes, like where it's distilled down and turned into like a book. Like that would be so cool to do that one day. 14.5, 15 out of 10. Thank you so much. So, okay, great training as usual. Awesome. So 10 plus from Chuck. Thank you. So we're coming up to where we kind of close things out. So what I want to do, I totally forgot to do this on a live stream from earlier, was I like to, inside of Alphapreneur, someone that has a big win on something that they've accomplished from anything that they're doing entrepreneurship related. I want them to do a post inside of Alphapreneur and use the hashtag big win, because then on Friday, on Free Coaching Fridays, I want to go through and showcase all the people that do big wins and then or have big wins. And then I want to take somebody that has a big win and then reward them and give them a gift. So, but I forgot to ask that. So there's nobody that posted anything in here that has a big hashtag big win. So I don't have a giveaway for anyone today. I was going to do one, but there's nobody that has any big wins. So make sure whatever you do over the next several days, if you have any big wins, post something inside of Alphapreneur with the hashtag big win. So then on the Free Coaching Friday for next week, week 8, then I want to pull up all the big wins while we're live and then just read everyone's big wins to just really motivate and inspire everybody. And then we can actually do that. We can go over all that for everyone and then do some giveaways for people that have had some big wins. So if you're new, by the way, if you're new to this live stream, whether you're watching it live or you're watching the replay of this, my thing is always, all these are free. I always like to dedicate about 2 hours of my time each day of the week, not counting holidays, because I'm going to be off on Monday. So I'll be back on Tuesday next week. But every day of the week, Monday through Friday, I like to go live and just do what I just did for free and just really help as many people as I can. And then if you found this helpful, all I ask is in return is to leave a comment below this video and let me know what you thought. Like, be honest in your comment. Like, let me know, like, what takeaways did you get out of this video? What was like a big aha moment to you? What was a big idea? Just things that you can say that really let me know what you liked about the video. So, or about this live stream. So let me know in a comment below. And then also, I like to spread the word naturally with Alphapreneur, and the only way to do that is by you sharing this with a friend that you think might appreciate or like this live stream. So maybe and for this live stream specifically, if you have a friend that is maybe wanting to start a business, or they have way too many ideas, or maybe they're throwing a bunch of ideas around and they don't know which one to go with, this live stream would really help them because of what I was talking about with trends and how to validate your ideas and all of that. So share it with someone that you think that they could really enjoy it, because then that's the only way I really want to grow Alphapreneur is by word of mouth. So I want to thank you all for all of that. And then, I want you all to have a long weekend. It's a 3-day weekend because I'm not going to be here on Monday. So I'll be back on Tuesday, and then I'm going to give it a lot of thought this weekend on what we're going to be doing with the Ambassador Challenge, which is something I'm going to think about this weekend and kind of lay out the framework for it. And then when I come back Tuesday next week for Tuesday's live stream, then we'll talk about the Ambassador Challenge together on the live stream. And I'm going to share all my thoughts and ideas on how long it will be, what I will be teaching, what I'll be sharing, and all that's going to be free inside of Alphapreneur. So by the way, if you're not a member by now, make sure that you go to alphapreneur.com and sign up. There are just a ton of entrepreneurs in there that are just all inspiring. You can go there to get inspired. You can be inspiring like everybody else. And I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you that are in there and that you're active and you're helping each other out. So thank you all so much for that. So I see a lot of people say, I really can't wait for the challenge. So thank you so much. I can't wait for it either. And I can't wait for Tuesday next week, where we can just, get back from the long weekend and have a lot of fun and help each other out. So thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great and safe Memorial Weekend.